Hey guys, it's Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I am bringing you the monthly reading for May 2017. Oh my gosh, we're almost halfway through 2017. I'm still back in January. I don't know about you guys. So before we get started with the reading, I want to go over some of the wonderful holidays and things that are going on in May, especially for those people that maybe follow the wheel of the year. So starting off today, May 1st, happy Beltane to everybody. So happy May Day. You know, the flowers are blooming, the sun is shining, we're bringing forth harvest, all that good stuff. You know, everything is in bloom, everything is coming to fruition. Here in San Diego, it's maybe sunny right now, but May is also known for its May gray, and then in June it becomes June gloom. And then in July it's July fry, so we're basically burning from July all the way till like November. And then I don't know, weather's been a little weird, so we had a really rainy season, which is not typical for San Diego. In the background, I do apologize since it is lovely weather and it's a beautiful day. A lot of people are out working on their yards, as they should be. So they are, you know, out doing some weed whacking, doing some mowing, doing some pulling of weeds, which I've been doing a lot of in the front yard, and my front yard looks gorgeous, by the way. Other things on our calendar besides today being Beltane, on the 5th, those people that celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so I have a lot of Mexican friends, and basically Cinco de Mayo was a war that was of little consequence that happened a long time ago. It wasn't even a huge war. It's not even their independence. Their Independence Day is in September or November, and so this is like not a big deal, but it's just kind of a reason that kind of turned into a reason to party and drink and whatnot. So hey, happy Cinco de Mayo if you're gonna be into Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. On the 10th, we do have a new moon, and that new moon, or sorry, we have a full moon, and that full moon is in Scorpio, and it's also known as the flower moon. On the 9th, Juno, the planet Juno, goes into retrograde. On the 14th, we have Mother's Day. On the 21st, we have the dark and the bright Mother's Day. On the 25th, we have new moon in Gemini. I am a Gemini, so we're going too soon into my month. On the 27th, Ramadan begins, so I have quite a few friends that do celebrate Ramadan, and they will be going into their fasting and things like that. On the 28th, we have the Feast of Bendidia. On the 29th, we have Memorial Day. For a lot of people, they will not be working. For me, I will not be in school that day, so we'll have a 3-day weekend, and it'll be our last like holiday before school gets out, because we'll go into finals week and things like that. On the 31st, we have the Jewish holiday of Shavuot. So if you are doing that, then more power to you, and I will get into the reading now. For the month of May, the stone that I think best is giving me the best feeling for the month is my purple fluorite stone. So the feeling that I'm getting is that it's going to be a month of almost like a clairvoyance, almost, where not in that you're going to see ghosts or anything, but more things will be coming to a revelation. Just like the flowers are blooming, you too, your vision will be blooming. You'll be able to see things that maybe you didn't see in your life before, or you weren't able to connect the dots before. So it seems like in this month you will be able to do so. I like to pick a card for the theme of the month, and then I pick a card for health, wealth, family/relationships, and creativity, which is kind of like your job. So I'm going to be using the Magic and Manifestation Affirmation cards, and these are gorgeous. This will be for the month. This is a theme card for the month. So let's go ahead and take these wonderful cards, and they're beautiful backings, and they're lovely gilded edges, which I thought just really represented May, and give these a little shuffle. I even have my May ring on. I got that at the San Diego Gem Fair. Okay, just waiting for a card to come out. That one's not really ready to come out. This one is ready. Ooh. Watch out, people. Temptation. Okay, so what I'm getting for this, like, like a lightning bolt right away, is as we're going into May and as we're going into, for some people, into the summer months and things like that, people will start maybe slacking off on things. Maybe taking one too many breaks from work, or pushing things off of their workload or their chores, their to-do list, and just, oh, I'll get that done another time because right now I'm just going to enjoy the sunshine. We're just going to enjoy, you know, the time with my family. And we should always have some of that time set aside, but when it becomes a little too frequent and you're doing it a little too often, it looks like this month we need to watch out for that. You know, have we taken one too many days off? Are we taking, have we had one too many pints of ice cream? Have we skipped one too many days at the gym? Have we, you know, put off our to-do list for too many days in a row, or too many weeks in a row, or too many months in a row? So yeah, so the theme of the month is temptation. So just watch out for that. The temptation to relax and be like the grasshopper while the other ants are getting ready for the upcoming winter. The grasshopper's like, psh, I get that done later. And then he's like left out in the cold. You don't want to be that person. So the 4 cards that I'll be pulling, like I said, would be health, wealth, family / relationships, and creativity / your job. I don't know, I've been in like an oracle card mood for the past couple of months, and so I'm going to be doing the Oracle of the Mermaids, which I've been using this for daily draws, readings for myself, and this deck just really resonates with me. I am like so surrounded in mermaid energy that it's crazy. So yeah, so that's why I chose to work with this deck for this month's reading. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull those 4 cards now, and then we'll just take a look at them. Okay, so card for health. What do we need to know for health? So this is just a general reading. It's not for anybody in particular. If something really resonates with you, then you know that it was meant for you. If other things you're not quite getting, well, I love how in this deck things just like fly out. You're not quite understanding, then, you know, just leave behind what doesn't resonate and take what it does. If you would like to book a reading with me, don't forget to check out the information box below for a link to my Etsy shop and to my website, so you can get a feel for my reading style, well, or watch this video, and see all the readings that I have to offer, although my Etsy shop is the one that has the majority of all my awesome readings. Okay, so let's look at our first card, and our first card is for health. It says guide, a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. Okay, so what I'm getting for this card is when it comes to our health, sometimes we think we know best because it's us. Like, well, of course I know what I need because it's me. It's my body. Or of course I would know if I'm sick, or if I needed to go to the doctors or not, because it's me. It's my body. Even me, you know, I'm certified as a personal trainer and nutritionist. I'm a coach and things like that. Oftentimes you know, I don't always know what's best for me, you know, and I think that it's dangerous to get into a mode where you think you know it all. Even as a teacher, there's still a lot for me to learn. You know, if I thought I knew it all, I wouldn't be a very good teacher. You know, so I always need to be open to getting some help. So for this month, when it comes to health, whether you're working on weight management, whether you have this, you know, little sensation that there might be something wrong, that you might need to go see a doctor, you need to get that outside help. Ask a friend, hey, do you think, what do you think of this rash? Or what do you think of this weird lump on my arm? You know, where do you think I could go to get help with diet and, you know, nutrition, things like that? This month is go outside of yourself and ask for help. Even the gurus, they have a guru. You know what I mean? So go ahead and find yourself your guide this month. Going into wealth, going into money matters, this one tends to come up a lot. It says homeland, arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. Okay, so what I'm getting for that is when it comes to your wealth, your money, um, I'm actually not thinking in terms of money. That's not what I'm getting. More like they're saying the wealth is your family this month, and so you need to pay particular attention to cultivating the wealth of your family. Meaning, maybe you haven't given as much attention to your kids lately because you've been really busy, or to your spouse, or to your maybe your family is your friends. Maybe you haven't been giving them the attention they deserve. So just like a job, if you don't give it the attention it deserves, get fired or laid off, or your productivity goes by the wayside, and you're not able to make as much money or get as much in return. So the same with your family this month. It seems, the wealth is your family, your friends, and you need to pay them a little bit more attention, work on the relationships a little bit more in order to get more in return, more of that love in return. So you got to give to receive. So strangely, now we're going into our family/relationships. So let's see what it has to say. So fertility, potential, powerful creative energy, and initiation energy. Okay, normally I don't take things so literally, where it's got the woman with the, or the mermaid with the baby in the little bubble. Normally I would say this might be like some sort of creative project that's blooming, but I really actually get the feeling that there are some pregnancies, or maybe some people who don't know that they're pregnant yet. So I'm getting the feel that this month there's going to be a lot in the way of babies, and I'm not just saying that because springtime's usually a time when babies are being born, so that they could survive the winter. So I would say babies would be being born right now, but that's not what I'm getting. I'm thinking babies are being created right now. So if you have been kind of like, I don't know if I'm pregnant, I would probably go get tested, because I think that there might be some magic happening this month for you. And so I'm thinking this is for one or two people in particular, not really for everybody as a whole. And so maybe if you aren't the one pregnant, you might have a friend who is pregnant, or somebody in your family. So yeah, I that's what I'm getting. Yay! Okay, the last card is our creativity/our job, and it has sacrifice. There are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. Okay, so for this one, what I'm hearing, not so much the second part where, making a sacrifice for things might destroy you, but more making sacrifices for something that you love to do. So this might be a project that you've been doing on the side, but you haven't been like wanting to take that extra step, or that leap, that fool's leap into the unknown. There might be a big financial push that you got to do for this, and what I'm getting is sacrifices have to be made. If this is something you really, really, truly want to do, you really want to see it off the ground, sometimes it takes money to do that, and you might have to do a rather large investment for it, maybe. Sometimes it means cutting some of your lunch dates, out with your friends, not ignoring them completely, still going out with them, but, putting a little bit more time and effort towards this side project that you're doing if you really want to see it get off the ground. You may have to work into the wee hours of the morning. You may be really tired, but again, in the end, it's going to be well worth it. It's not forever. All this sacrifice isn't going to be forever, at least in terms of like large sacrifice. So that's what I'm getting for this month. If you really want to see that side project that you're doing, if you want to see it just bloom and blossom and do really well, you're going to have to be willing to give up some things, like some of your free time, some of your monies, some things like that. So some sleep. So that's it for me. That was the monthly reading. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Let me know if any of that resonated with any of you out there, especially those with the whole pregnancy card. If any of you guys pregnant, just let me know. That would be so awesome. I want to let you guys know that there are 2 new readings up in my Etsy shop. One is called Get Your Scry On, and it's where I do some crystal scrying. So those of you that want to receive some guidance and messages through scrying and divination, I have a scrying reading up on my Etsy shop. I also have the mermaid workout, which is a conchomancy reading, so reading with seashells. Like I said, I've been really into mermaid energy, which I have been basically since I was a kid. So yeah, if you are, into the motion of the ocean too, no, that's referring to something else. If you guys are into watery things and seashells and mermaids and Ariel the Little Mermaid, then hey, that might be a reading that you want to get booked with. So if you need to book a reading with me, don't forget to check out that information box below. And if you loved this reading, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, you better get yourself subscribed. And that's it from me. So I will see you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Have a fabulous May.